Amidst growing Cold War tension and domestic civil rights movements in the 1960s, the United States experienced an influx of Asian immigrants and Cuban refugees. In 1965, Congress passed the Immigration and Nationality Act, which repealed the racist Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882 that kept the undesirable Asian immigrants out of America. Now, for the first time in only half a century, Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, and Korean immigrants were now permitted to migrate to the U.S. Although this act mandated that no more than 20,000 immigrants from any country could migrate to America, the population of Asians in America surprisingly skyrocketed because of the family reunification aspect of the act, stating that any foreigner with family currently living in the U.S. could enter without a visa. And because Asian culture is centered around immediate and extended family, this caused an unexpected chain migration. As one congressman said, the decision to come to America is now in the hands of foreigners. Meanwhile, in Cuba, Fidel Castro was leading the Cuban Revolution that allied Cuba with the Communist Soviet Union, so hundreds of thousands of Cuban upper and middle class citizens fled to America. In 1962 alone, 14,000 Cuban children arrived in Miami, Florida under the Operation Pedro Plan. With such an influx of Cuban refugees, Congress passed the Cuban Adjustment Act in 1966 that gave aid in more than $1.3 billion of direct help to Cuban refugees. Although America faced domestic and international challenges in the 1960s, they managed to liberate their immigration policies even more than the previous decade.